Very excited to be here and very excited to represent Microsoft in supporting this conference and the discussion today. I think, as Mr. Rao has shared, this is clearly a moment where we will be at the early stages of the kinds of things that can happen from a social media perspective as it relates to government and citizenship. And really, there's a huge set of momentum, and we've already seen some phenomenal examples across the globe of the kinds of things that can happen when we bring people and technology and good policy together and driving things forward. I just wanted to share a few thoughts from a Microsoft perspective and maybe paint a picture in terms of how we would view great success over the course of today. I think Mr. Rao spent a little bit talking about some of the ideas, some of the examples of things that are going on, and I think it's useful to share some of those examples because it helps us set a basis for how we should be thinking about what opportunities are available to us here in India. So, one of the things I think about is around the tsunami. And if you think about before the tsunami and so the set of things that happened, where that information of what was going to happen in Southeast Asia was available to people many, many thousands of miles away. And the folks closest to actually the tsunami hitting them were among the last to know. And we can now think about how technology can help, particularly with the broad reach of mobile phones and the technology that we can provide to mobile phones, in terms of driving the right set of information to avert disaster. Those kinds of things become very, very easy solutions for us to drive forward. And there have been a number of other examples on the world stage similar to this. Many cities, including the City of London, City of Miami, have driven a number of interesting citizen portals in order to drive discussion and debate. We've also seen one platform, Eye on Earth, which is something that's supported on the Microsoft Cloud. And this provides environmental sustainability information through individual pieces of information that come from citizens that share what's water quality, what's air quality look like in different cities around the globe, so we can understand what the impact is from an environment perspective. Some other very interesting examples from a worldwide perspective is Challenge Post. I'm sure many of you have seen some of the things there. I find that particularly interesting. I was actually looking at it last night, and to find that one of the most recent challenges where a citizen won was around how to build an application to help tweens spend more time exercising and less time sort of sitting and looking at their computer screen. Obviously, health is a big, and teenage health is a big source of some of the things that we want to drive forward from a world perspective. And that, using the technology and using social media to drive answers to those critical problems, I think is very, very interesting. But it's not just from a world stage. There's tons of examples here in India that have already started in leveraging social media. Mr. Rao talked a little bit about the Delhi Police, which is a wonderful initiative. The entire initiative from India Post in leveraging Twitter to connect with their customers is also a very good example. Having Facebook pages for our key leaders in India is another great way to start sharing information and getting a better dialogue going across the citizenship. So what I'd like to propose is a way for us to potentially think about what some of these ideas should be and how we want to go forward with it. I'd start from, as you see the slide here, I'll start from the bottom right. What do these technologies provide us? They provide us a very cost-effective common platform under which we can create these new services and applications. And what are the kinds of things that we want to drive in terms of leveraging that platform? We want to drive transparency. We want to drive core engagement and then create new services on top of that platform in order to identify new ways of providing value to all the citizens in the country. So with that, I think really the call to action here for this group is thinking about how we build a roadmap for social media and really driving all the sets of things that we want to do, and also, probably more importantly, removing the key obstacles around security and policy in order to making sure that that's really valuable for all the citizens of India as we go forward. Thank you very much.